Today on Golf360, we meet an Illinois PGA professional who is still playing the game at the tender age of 96. There's a new course in Branson, Missouri's Big Cedar Lodge that will take your breath away. A new champion is crowned at the KORN FERRY'S NV5 Invitational at the Glen Club. The Chicago District Golf Association's BEVERLY'S Sunshine Course is a site that truly gives back to the game. BEVERLY'S Director of Instruction, Billy FITZGERALD, stops by with a unique tip from another sport. Plus, we catch up with an all-round good guy, the Champion Tour's Stewart Cink.
Hi again, everybody. Dan Roan. Welcome to Golf360. We come to you today from Midwest Golf House in Lamont, Illinois, the home of the Chicago District Golf Association and the BEVERLY'S Sunshine Course, a unique three-hole layout that we'll talk more about as we move along. First, though, we want to take you back to 1965. Lyndon Johnson was the president, the Mustang was the hottest car in the country, and the Beatles were taking over the music world. And in Glencoe, Illinois, Bill Erfurth was about to be named head golf professional at Skokie Country Club.
Imagine a golf professional who rubbed shoulders with Chick Evans, Ben Hogan, Byron Nelson, Gene Sarazen, and Arnold Palmer. And guess what? 96-year-old Bill Erfurth is still playing and breaking his age regularly. We caught up with this Illinois PGA legend at Skokie Country Club, where he was the head professional from 1965 to 1985.
What does it feel like to be 96 years old?
Fortunate. I think mentally I'm much younger than that. Physically, I've got a very bad lower back with arthritis, and that has affected my golf game. But I still enjoy playing and maybe play once or twice a week. I've always felt like I was much younger than my age indicated.
Bill Erfurth hails from the Lone Star State, where he won the Texas State Amateur in 1952. He arrived on the Chicago scene in the late 50s, working for his friend, the legendary Erie Ball, as an assistant at Oak Park Country Club. Bill is humble, real, and certainly inspiring. He has plenty of fond memories from his competitive playing days.
You played in the U.S. Open, U.S. Amateur multiple times, won the Illinois Open, a lot of big moments in there. Can you pick out any that really stand out?
Yeah, I think my two outstanding memories would be winning the Texas State Amateur Championship back in 1952, and then winning the Illinois Open in 1975.
Erfurth also played in the old PGA Tour's Western Open on 6 occasions and was enshrined in the Illinois Golf Hall of Fame in 2007. He's been a fixture at this classic Donald Ross gem for 60 years. When he retired from Skokie, they gave him an honorary membership, but they probably had no idea that he would still be playing there some 40 years later.
You know, he kind of embodies the spirit of the game, and it's Skokie, the Skokie experience that we aspire to, what we look for in people who are aspiring to be Skokie members. Friendly, competitive, fun to be with, just a true gentleman in every respect.
Bill is definitely an institution here at this prestigious club. He still uses the same putter that helped him capture the 1975 Illinois Open. And the man who caddied for him that week is a longtime member of Skokie as well.
Bill taught me how to play golf when I was 10 years old. And I caddied here for a number of years and caddied for him, and he was a legend. He qualified for 5 U.S. Opens, 3 of them when he was a pro here. And that was just fun. Everybody knew that he was a great player. He brings an energy to this place, and seeing somebody doing that at 96 years old is just incredible.
One of Bill's off-course hobbies is building model airplanes. You can see plenty of them hanging in the men's locker room at Skokie Country Club. We were lucky to be at Skokie to help celebrate Bill's 96th birthday. The secret to his long and healthy life is not surprising.
I think golf has been a big part of it. Playing a lot of golf, being interested in being outdoors and all. And of course, a good marriage. My wife always likes to hear that. A good marriage.
And you're married how long now?
Married for 65 years.
And she still puts up with you.
Yes, she still does, and doesn't object to ever me being on the golf course.
The perfect wife.
Exactly.
Keep on swinging, Bill, and keep on inspiring.
We could fill up a whole show with Bill Erfurth stories, including the one about his brother, who plays golf every day in Texas. He's 100 years old. Amazing. We're going to take a quick break now, come back, and take you to Big Cedar Lodge down in the Missouri Ozarks, where there's a golf course you'll have to see to believe.
Timothy O'Toole's is Chicago's favorite sports bar since 1992. Be sure to check out timothyo'tooles.com and visit one of their 4 convenient Chicagoland locations.
Since 1934, Kemper Lakes is one of only 3 courses in Illinois to host a major championship. By making Kemper Lakes your club, you can be part of history and walk the same hollowed fairways as Tiger Woods, Payne Stewart, Arnold Palmer, and Annika Sorenstam. Here you will see championship conditioning day in and day out, while maintaining a welcoming and vibrant club culture. There are only a few memberships left available. Contact Kemper Lakes Golf Club today to secure a life-enhancing experience.
And to hear a story about a father sharing a game that he loves or a mom that she loves and sharing that with somebody, in this case, their child with a disability, not knowing if they're able to do that, and then seeing the joy that they're able to experience through that shared experience it's a gift to be a witness to that.
One of the area's most unique and loved courses has just been restored in a caring, ecological way. The Evans at Canal Shores is a must-play layout that winds its way along the North Branch of the Chicago River in beautiful Evanston, Illinois. Teaching life lessons to youth through the game is at the forefront with the First Tee and the Evans Scholarship programs. Come see the ever-changing scenery that provides a true community golf experience. It's the Evans at Canal Shores.
I mean, I like to brighten everyone's day, but at the same time, I like to beat them down too. On the inside, I'm really, really competitive. You can ask my fiance. I hate to lose in anything, even to anyone. So anytime I'm out here competing, I'm always going to try and beat whoever I'm playing with and whoever's on the other side of the course. I always try and do my best, and I think at the end of the day, what else can you do than just kind of smile and compete.
You move up to number 1 on the points list, now a second win. Are you starting to look now at that pre-victory promotion? Is that in sight, or are you just what's kind of thought now?
Yeah, no, obviously it's definitely in sight. It's become a lot more possible now that I'm 2/3 of the way done. But at the end of the day, I'm still looking for that number 1 spot at the end of the year. I still got a few events left and hopefully finish strong.
Congratulations to Johnny Kiefer on his win at the NV5 Invitational. This kid was 24 under par after 3 rounds and held on for the victory, moving closer and closer to automatic advancement to the PGA Tour. When you think of the Ozarks, you probably think of boating and fishing first. But Johnny Morris, the founder of Bass Pro Shops, has brought some incredible golf to his Big Cedar Lodge. They have 6 courses carved through that beautiful Ozark mountain scenery, including a par 3 course that will blow your mind.
Cliffhangers is an 18-hole thrill ride carved at the cliffside by the area known as the Top of the Rock. Designed by Johnny and his son J.P. Morris, be prepared to drive your cart through clear-running streams, along the cliffs, through the tunnels, and even hit shots from a cave through a cascading waterfall.
Oh my gosh. We started this land to be a driving range for Paynes Valley. And I give my dad all the credit because we started building it. He got driving around or walking around one evening at sunset, and he looked at me, he's like, JP, this is too beautiful to have a driving range. We got to do a par 3 course. So we just went to work. How do we fit 18 par 3 holes on this thing? And it just kind of worked in between the limestone cliffs and some rocks, and we think we've got 18 really fun, unique golf holes for guests to come play. It's been just unbelievable getting to grow up around here on Big Cedar and get to work with my dad on cliffhangers. We come out here a lot in the evenings after work and drive the team nuts moving dirt back and forth, and it's been a lot of fun in the process.
The holes range from 60 to 170 yards, and they are truly spine-tingling. The first hole is a unique one. It's putting only and plays to about 65 yards down the rigorous rolling terrain.
Every golf designer we've had, he's always monkeying with them in their hair about, well, if we did this a little different, we could get a better view. And so it's been all him, and he picked out this green site here, and he's like, this is so beautiful, you can see everything around it. And I really want to have a green here, but it wasn't really safe because there's other tee boxes right here below. And so I came up with the idea about, what if we just made it putting only? It's really steep off the hill.
There are a couple of other par 3 gems that can be found at Big Cedar as well, one designed by Gary Player and the other Jack Nicklaus. There are also 3 championship courses, including Ozarks National, the #1 rated public access course in the state, designed by Bill Corr and Ben Crenshaw.
We truly believed we could lay out a golf course and build a golf course that would showcase all these vistas, but at the same time be playable. All of our projects are that we try to get the very best out of this particular piece of ground as we possibly can. The main thing is to bring this beautiful property out because it is gorgeous. We've worked in a lot of different golf courses before, but I don't think that, to me, when you go up to one of these greens and you're on one of these greens, yeah, you have, the piece of golf to putt the ball in the hole, but if you look around, there's a lot to look at.
There's Tom Fazio's gorgeous Buffalo Ridge with holes that play down beautiful stately corridors. And you can even catch a couple glimpses of Buffalo right next to the course. Then there's Tiger Woods' design, appropriately named Paynes Valley. This massive layout is a tribute to Missouri native and PGA great Payne Stewart. It's all a labor of love for the humble Johnny Morris family.
We love the Ozarks where we grew up, and this is like the heart of the Ozarks in this area right here, and these views. That's about all I know about golf, is views and have a good time, happy time.
Flushed. Happy to be here, Paynes Valley, Branson, Missouri. You got to come here and see Big Cedar. Big Cedar Lodge has become a jaw-dropping, all-inclusive golf destination. There are direct flights from O'Hare to nearby Springfield, Missouri, and there's a lot of golf season left, so if you want to get out there and give it a shot, feel free. Coming up, we get a new creative tip from Billy FITZGERALD and a closer inside look at the Bob Berry Sunshine Golf Course here in Lamont. That and more when we continue on Golf 360.
Perhaps you've heard good things about Heritage Bluffs Public Golf Club in South Suburban Channahon. This superb design is recognized as one of the top layouts in Illinois with an inspiring array of holes. The clubhouse has been fully renovated, complete with simulator golf. The innovative indoor-outdoor restaurant is the ideal 19th hole overlooking the course and the grass tee driving range. It's time to visit the Bluffs and see why this facility is not just good, but great.
Imagine your ultimate golf experience. There's a good chance it's Michigan's Magnificent 11. 11 spectacular courses from Boyne Golf, varied in both topography and play. Boyne Golf was named the #1 best golf destination in USA Today Reader's Choice 2025. And the Highlands at Harbor Springs is the #2 golf resort in that same USA Today poll. The ultimate golf experience. That's Michigan's Magnificent 11.
One of the best teachers in the game of golf is other sports. Today we're going to be using baseball. When I impact a baseball, my front leg pushes out of the way and it pulls me into impact. Now, a number of things are going to happen that are going to help us with our golf game. How my left hand hits the tree, how it's on the bat, and how it impacts the tree and lines up with the bat. The second thing is how my trail arm lines up with the bat and is actually putting pressure in the bat. That's line of compression. Now, how all that gets into the tree is from the inside part of my foot, I push away from the tree and allow the bat to go into the tree. Now, golf is just down here. I push away and I go into the tree. Now let's hit a golf ball. Okay, now that we've practiced hitting a tree, we can feel our left hip get out of the way. We can feel impact with our left arm and how our arms are situated, and my right arm actually compresses the back of the bat. We're ready for a golf ball. So now we take golf, make a swing up here, and now we do the same thing down here. So now when I come down here, I feel the same thing. Now I'm just hitting the tree. For more tips like this, visit me at BillyFitzGeraldGolf.com.
That's a great tip from Billy. You know, a lot of baseball players have become great golfers, including guys like Hawk Harrelson, among many others. We have moved inside Midwest Golf House, where there's a treasure trove of golf history dating all the way back to the beginnings of the CDGA in 1914. And adjacent to the building is the Bob Berry Sunshine Course, which only adds to the legacy.
One of the highlights of the Sunshine Course is that it is a gateway for outreach programs and affiliated groups to enjoy the game in a peaceful, relaxed setting.
It originally started in 1999 with one camp for individuals with special needs across the street at Cog Hill. And one of our past presidents, Mike Maycutt, dubbed it, well, this is really a sunshine program because we're helping bring light into people's lives with sunshine. That's how it started. When the building was constructed in 2000, moved into 2001, part of the plan in the gym section were kind enough to lease land for 3 holes. So this actually opened in 2004. And so we're celebrating 21 years now, but it's a home to our programs for veterans, disabled vets, youngsters, juniors, Special Olympic athletes, not open to the public. So this is their home. They can come out here, and if it takes them 3 hours to play 3 holes, no problem with it.
That's terrific. And, you know, with the golf boom post-pandemic, I imagine you guys are pretty busy back here.
It is. It's gotten a little busier each year, not only with the juniors that come out here, but the veterans groups that come out here, special needs, the special recreation associations. So the course has gotten busier, which is exactly what we hope it does.
You're doing turf grass research out here and a bunch of other things too, right?
Yes. There's so many varieties of turf grass out here, I'm not even sure what they are. But we have the bunkers over here, 3 different types of bunkers, not only constructed differently, but with different types of sand. So we'll have courses come out here, and before they decide a bunker renovation, they'll look at this, they'll test it, they'll see what's going on. The various studies that are being done out here, what's going on under our feet, is unbelievable with our turf grass. The tee we're standing on, they did a study last year on divots and how quickly divots can be repaired and things. A little farther out is we have honeybees. So we have our own honey now. So it's not only research that's going on with new types of grasses, but also environmentally friendly things, grasses that don't take as much water, grasses that don't need as much chemicals, and then natural areas for the birds, the pollinators, and the bees out here. So it's a little 3-hole golf course which people see, then everything else that goes on is kind of behind the scenes, but just as important.
The Bob Berry Sunshine Course and the Chicago District Golf Association do so much to grow the game in the state of Illinois. Still ahead, we catch up with Champions Tour player Stewart Cink, who talks about his game and a lot more. So stay with us.
Since 1934, Kemper Lakes is one of only 3 courses in Illinois to host a major championship. By making Kemper Lakes your club, you can be part of history and walk the same hollowed fairways as Tiger Woods, Payne Stewart, Arnold Palmer, and Annika Sorenstam. Here you will see championship conditioning day in and day out, while maintaining a welcoming and vibrant club culture. There are only a few memberships left available. Contact Kemper Lakes Golf Club today to secure a life-enhancing experience.
Step into a world where golf is more than a game. Welcome to E9 Club. Bring your own vibe with BYOB perks, swing anytime with 24/7 access, and revel in the camaraderie of a tight-knit community. There are no extra fees, just the love of the game. Join a select group of like-minded golfers at E9. Exclusivity is par for the course. Elevate your golfing experience by joining E9 Club and make every swing count.
Kankakee Elks Country Club is the hidden gem of hidden gems. This public access 18-hole facility harkens back to the golden age of golf architecture. Built in 1926 by the celebrated team of Langford and Moreau, you'll discover a layout with captivating smooth-running greens and scenic rolling hills. Clear from the hustle and bustle of the city, yet very close by. Come out to see the pure serenity and fun golf that is Kankakee Elks Country Club.
Welcome back to the show. You know, it's hard to believe that outside of the NV5 Invitational and the LIV tournament at Bolingbrook, there are no professional events in the Chicago area. Fortunately, there are a number of tournaments within driving distance, including the Allied Challenge in Grand Blanc, Michigan. Our Dave Lockhart caught up with last year's champion, Stewart Cink.
It's a great place to be when you're over 50, right?
It is, and you know, I'd knocked on the door quite a few times before. I think this was my 11th tournament I'd played after turning 50, so I'd played sparingly, but I was close, and I felt like I could win. But really, whether or not I could win, I think was not really debatable. What it did for me was it confirmed a decision that my wife and I made not too long before this tournament last year, where I had focused on the PGA Tour up until the end of the summer. And then she and I kind of had a big talk about like when I'm going to transition over to the Champions Tour, and we decided that that time was now because I'd played kind of crappy over the summer. So we made the decision, and I committed to play Ally, and came up here and got my win. Been just really enjoyable.
Yeah, it's enjoyable, but it still is tough. It's one of the most competitive tours that are out there in the world, right? I mean, can you give us a little synopsis of what it's like now that you've spent some serious amount of time out there?
Yeah, well, what you have is players who have learned how to play golf. You know, golf is such a mental and physical game. It's a battle mentally, and physical supremacy does not always win out. In fact, it rarely wins out. So on the Champions Tour, you've got players they're by just the nature of being older, you know, the physical overpowering ability on the golf course is just not quite there like it used to be. And then, but what they don't lose is the mental aspect of what it takes to close a deal, to you know, how to navigate a tricky position if you put your ball out of position, or you know, a tough hole location, or just the experience factor just never goes away.
So we're from Chicago. You played there many times, the old Western Open. We don't really have any professional tournaments whatsoever anymore. We got the President's Cup. I call that an exhibition more than a competition. What do you think Chicago is lacking, and why isn't it happening there?
That's a great question, because it was a great city, great sports town. I remember playing Western Open over at Cog Hill a bunch of times, and so I don't know. You know, it's a big business, and there's an answer out there, but I don't really understand what it is. It's just got to be some kind of a
corporate dollars, something like that.
Something with the corporate structure around there that, for some reason, there hasn't been able to get a deal with golf, and maybe it'll happen soon though, because there's a lot of great places to play, and I know the sports fans around there would love it.
Do you remember any of those courses that you played maybe off the tour or on the tour that's out? And
I played a course I'd never heard of last year. I got invited to play in a senior pro-am. So senior pros like me, and then senior ams that play in like USGA competitions in their state ams around the country at a place called Old Elm.
Yep.
Never heard of it until 2 weeks before I got invited to come play in this thing. And I'm telling you, it probably entered my top 5 immediately. It's one of the best courses I've ever played. We had a great time, and I hope I get to go back this year.
It's special for sure.
That was a plug for me to get invited by it.
Free plug.
Yeah.
You know, you played against Tiger at the height of his career, and can you wrap your arms around how good this guy was? I mean, people see the records obviously and all that, but the shots that he could hit and what he could do when he was against it. Can you give us an idea of what that was like to see that front and center?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's hard to really describe it, but you had the guy who was the best driver, the longest driver, the best iron player. He had the best short game. He was the best putter, and he was the strongest mentally of anyone at the current generation. Does that add up to like a lot of wins to you.
It's almost unbeatable.
It's almost unbeatable. It did.
He was a freak. And lastly, I got to ask you about 2009. You probably get asked this question all the time about the Open Championship, but it's...
I thought you were going to ask me about the U.S. Open that year.
What happened then?
I remember, but you probably don't.
Oh, what course was that?
Bethpage. My good friend Lucas Glover won the U.S.
Oh, G-Lover. Yeah, there you go. No gloves, old school. I love the way he plays. But when you look back at that win, how special is it? Every day you're kind of, you're reliving in your life about that moment, that time.
Well, I think for someone like me who's played their entire career and never really had any off times, I never, took any extended breaks from playing or lost my card or anything like that. I just been doing this since I was like 22 years old. The biggest change is that I never have to wake up and say, man, I wish I would have won a major. I don't have to say that.
Thank you so much for your time.
Okay, sure.
Best of luck the rest of the year.
Appreciate it.
The Allied Challenge is played at Warwick Hills outside Detroit, where Tiger Woods won 3 times on the PGA Tour. This year's Allied Challenge begins on August 24th. That'll just about do it for our show. We thank you for watching, and we thank our host, the CDGA and Midwest Golf House, for having us out here in Lamont, right across the street from Cog Hill. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and linksvideo.net. That's our show. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. In the meantime, get out and play some golf.
Timothy O'Toole's is Chicago's favorite sports bar since 1992. Be sure to check out timothyo'tooles.com and visit one of their 4 convenient Chicagoland locations.
Perhaps you've heard good things about Heritage Bluffs Public Golf Club in South Suburban Channahon. This superb design is recognized as one of the top layouts in Illinois with an inspiring array of holes. The clubhouse has been fully renovated, complete with simulator golf. The innovative indoor-outdoor restaurant is the ideal 19th hole overlooking the course and the grass tee driving range. It's time to visit the Bluffs and see why this facility is not just good, but great.
So the greatest thing about golf is the handicap system, and it allows for people to play with each other at different levels.
They can obviously keep their handicaps. You can compete against any other golfer, no matter what their skill or what tees they're playing that day.
It's one of the best things that's ever happened as far as golf is concerned, for the ability for me to play with my kid.
And play with anybody and compete at a fun, fair, and equitable level.